Welcome back. Well, a lot of stocks buzzing around. BEML stands out. That stock is up around 10 odd percent at this point. It's already gained 32% this month, so doing well for BEML. Giving it company is Bharat Dynamics. That stock is up around 5 odd percent, along with Solar Industries, so up around 3.5 odd percent for that particular stock. Poly Medicure came out with its numbers post during the weekend, and that stock is up around 3 odd percent. It's gained around 20% this year. Just want to point out that Keynes Technology has had a great month. That stock is up around 30 odd percent and is gaining around 1.5% at this point as well. But now let's go across to Manisha Gupta to take us through the commodity segment. Manisha.
Well, thank you so much for that. And joining us is a very special guest. Mr. GP Sharma is President, Meteorology and Climate Change at Skymet. Mr. Sharma, hi, thank you so much for joining us. And this clearly seems to be like a summer season, which is not just getting extended, but also seems to be getting the maximum days in sense of heat waves. Now, for the next 1 week, what is your stance and what cities and states should really be on a lookout?
Yeah, thanks, Manisha. Manisha, I don't have any pleasantries possibly to share with you on the weather front. It is over 1 week, as you said, the heat wave prolonged over northern parts of the large areas, actually. And I fear that it may worsen further. The reason being, there is some significant system coming up in the Bay of Bengal. It may become a mild storm as well, another 3-4 days or so. And whenever such situation happens, it draws all the winds towards the system and it becomes drier and drier. Okay, therefore accentuating the heat factor over a large area. And that's what's going to happen. Unless it clears our area, which will happen only early next week, heat wave conditions are likely to continue. Actually, I will say there are some pockets of North India, that's the border areas of Rajasthan, even border areas of Punjab, Haryana, neighboring Rajasthan. It's going to exceed 46, 47. I will not be surprised even if it touches 48. The other reason being, across the border, it's very hot. Parts of Pakistan, it's about 48, 49. Sibi, Jacobad, many other places, okay, they are touching about 48 degrees and the heat gets transported, advected even from that region. And on top of that, there is no significant system coming up over the mountains, which normally gives some relief. I don't think anything is happening. So though we have to reel with these conditions, sharing conditions, at least till month end. Yeah.
So this 47 and 48 and 49 kind of temperatures, for how long, until when are you looking at in all of these states?
I said month end, there's no respite, no relief. Okay, there is some situation building up, possibly early days of, say, first starting days of June. We may have some system, there is some change in the winds. But if you talk about any big relief coming up, that's not likely. I think these are the days, May and even early June. And so North India is a sweltering. Okay, it's a very common thing also. The only thing is normally we used to have some breaks in terms of dust storm or thunderstorm, which equalizes, which actually balances out the heat factor. That's not happening. So it's keep on getting accumulated. Unless some of those breaks are there, every day you add some more heat in the atmosphere, and accumulated heat, obviously what will do is rise in the temperature, and that's what is happening. And possibly we will have maybe a record longer spell, this one which we have. I fear that it could be possibly 2 week long, already 1 week over, add 1 more week. Generally 2 week long is a very, very long spell, and then not seen very commonly, yeah.
Oh, well, yes, Mr. Sharma, we can all feel it right now, and the kind of temperatures that you're talking about for the next 1 week as well clearly do not do any good news there. But, you've told me earlier that the higher the heat, the better chances of a better monsoon. I mean, is that something that could bring respite to Indians?
Yes, so that is sure. You see, basically, the higher we talk about heat low. This is what is heat low. When the heat build up, it localizes areas, and over a large area, it becomes a low pressure area. A low pressure area over North India, parts of Rajasthan, Punjab, Haryana, it always helps in making the monsoon current better. Though It's still some time for monsoon to reach over North India, but even the initial phase itself, it's a monsoon stream along the west coast also. If this heat wave, if this heat flow is very strong, even along the west coast, once the monsoon starts approaching, onset starts over this area, it becomes a stronger onset. Okay, but at the moment, to start with, the only deterring factor is the cyclone, which is there over Bay of Bengal, which will move towards obviously I think Bangladesh and that Myanmar region. But then unless that vacates our area, that's a Bay of Bengal, thereafter only the conditions will build up along the west coast. So I am a little apprehensive even about the onset date of monsoon now, because it all depends on when and where that cyclone, which likely mild storm possibly, when does it vacate our area and how does the fresh surge build up along the coast? Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Sharma, as of now, the date that you've put out is perhaps 31st of May. 1st of June is when we do see an onset of monsoon in Kerala. Are we going on with that date?
We go on with that date. You see, the coastal areas will not have any problem. But my fear is, you see, when the monsoon onset is there, there should be the feel factor should be high that yes, the monsoon has arrived, even including these interior parts. Okay, it should cover parts of some Tamil Nadu, Karnataka. So only it doesn't suffice if we have some decent rains, good showers along the parts of Kerala. That will happen. But then it all depends. Next four days or so, once the cyclone or the deep depression, it clears the Bay of Bengal area, how the monsoon stream is shaping up from the Arabian Sea onto the west coast, it all depends on that. But rains, Kerala will have rains, okay, irrespective, whether it's a 30 or 31st of rains possibly will become heavier even before that. But then the date of 1st June, it should remain sacrosanct. We'll have the monsoon onset around that time, with the minor delays or minor changes. Yeah.
Okay, well, that is a relief, by the way. But clearly, when next time we talk to you, would want to know on what time or what date can Mumbai expect it, and of course the rest of the country, because this is what we are dealing with right now in sense of heat waves, as high as 47 and 48 and 49 expectations in the next week. So monsoon clearly is going to be something that we'll keep an eye on. Mr. Sharma, thank you so much for joining us. Well, with that, that's all the time that we have on Halftime Report. But Business Lunch will take all the action forward.